Alright, here we are. We're at Daytona. It's time to start the season. Got a lot to get to tonight, so let's get to it. Finally, after a grueling off season, we're finally back. After a lot of people thought we might not have a league at all, we made it happen. So thanks to everybody for their hard work so far. Tonight, 100 laps around Daytona. Should be fun. We got Joe on the pole. That Highline Mustang was really fast in qualifying. We'll talk to the drivers coming up in a little bit, but first, let's announce the whole schedule. Tonight we start at Daytona. Then, next week, we will go to Homestead. Then after Homestead, we go to Las Vegas. Then we head to our first short track in Richmond. Then we go from Richmond to our first road course, Watkins Glen. Then to Lee's favorite track, Atlanta. Old Georgia native, can he finally break through? Then we head to Darlington. From Darlington, we go to Iowa. From Iowa, we go to Phoenix. Phoenix to Pocono. And Pocono to Talladega. And then from Dega, we'll go to Auto Club. Then we'll head to Bristol, baby. Can't wait for that one. Then, after Bristol, we go to the Coke 600. Then from Charlotte, we head to Dover. Then, a long-awaited race. We go to the Brickyard on the oval. Not the road course, the oval. Then we head to arguably, probably our best race we're probably going to have all season. One of the most competitive. The one that everybody shows up for besides Daytona, in Kansas. Kansas races just hit different. From Kansas, we go to Michigan. And then New Hampshire, our second road course in Road America. Chicagoland, back to Atlanta, back to Pocono, then to Martinsville, Kentucky, and then to end the regular season at Iowa. That's our regular season. Now, if we have enough people, we're going to do playoff format. If not, we're going to reset all the points and say, boys, have at it. But for now, let's just hope we get enough people to do playoffs. So, it's going to look something like this. Las Vegas, Daytona, Bristol. Richmond, Kansas, New Hampshire. Watkins Glen, Charlotte, on the oval again, no roval this year. Phoenix. The championship race will be Homestead. just like it should be. Our points will be a 10, 10, 40. You get 1 bonus point for the pole. You get 1 point for fast lap. Choose cone tonight at Daytona. There is a Sunoco sign entering turn 3. It is also right as the little dashes start for the corners. So right there at that Sunoco sign entering turn 3, that is where choose cone will happen. If you are coming to pit road, make sure you come to pit road like on the apron and stuff. Don't just pull a Tyler Reddick and just wreck the field, alright?
And don't Kevin LePage the field coming off either. Don't pull one of those.
I don't know why I'm saying this now when we don't have everybody here. That's more drivers meeting stuff. So we'll get into that and just giving everybody a little taste. I think it'll be a fun season.
Want me to just kind of jump into my little section I got here?
Yeah, and one more thing. I know stage 1's 32 laps and stage 2 is 33. I did a little test session like a couple days ago. And it was like 23 laps on fuel. So you have at least one pit stop in the stages.
Yes.
And, you know, joining me up here for most of the races, might be a few you missed, will be Joe. Joe, how you feel about this season?
You know, I gotta be honest with you. We're at Daytona, and it's Daytona. Why wouldn't somebody be excited about this? You know, we're getting ready to go race at Daytona, the Daytona International Speedway. Literally, the center of all racing. Like, I couldn't be more excited to be here tonight, and I'm looking forward to a good season.
I just released the schedule for everybody, so obviously you've kind of known about this a little bit longer than some people. What's your reaction?
I honestly, looking at some of the tracks, I was very surprised with like Pocono getting 2 races. It's really good to see, you know, Pocono get a couple races this season, and then very surprising that Charlotte is doing the oval twice this year. It's good to see that, and Watkins Glen getting their 2nd race in a season, as well as going back to the Indy Oval. Really, the storybook of this season is the Indy Oval is back. I couldn't be more excited for that race.
You know, here's the thing. I'm still chasing that elusive league win on the oval format.
Yes,
so
sir.
I can't wait for that.
That is going to be very, very entertaining. I cannot wait for that race, and I'm just really happy to be up in the booth. You know, I mean, I'm going to be out there on the track, but it's definitely going to be a fun season. I'm really, really excited for this.
You know, and since he's in the party early, let's just go ahead and bring him in here.
Yes.
You know,
which
the one
position
guy that made
is
it in
he starting here?
He's starting
Where
P4.
is he starting tonight? P4 outside.
The driver starting P4 outside row 2.
Driver of the number 9.
Let's bring him in here.
Howdy guys. How we doing?
Oh, we're doing pretty good. How you doing
We're
today?
here. We made it through the long off season. You ready to get racing tonight?
As ready as I'll ever be. Probably gonna
Any
end up being
expectations?
partially part-time because I actually just started my job and it looks like I'm gonna be working most Thursdays.
Well, we can work with you probably.
I say, 'cause it looks like I'm gonna have Wednesdays off, but
And we'll work with you after the race, and we'll see. Let's just focus on the night, though. I mean, you got a race ahead of you. Race 1. Everybody wants to start the season off strong. It's freaking Daytona. The pinnacle of motorsports. What can you do
Oh
to get
yeah.
the job done tonight?
Uh, I'm definitely gonna keep my head down once that green flag drops. Whoever's in front of me, I'm hoping I can get them out in front of the lead. Hopefully, they pull me out behind them. We can line up on the bottom in front of everyone else, and hopefully just keep it going. Try to keep it as green as much as possible, and see what happens. It's Daytona after all. It's gonna be a shoot show.
Alright, what's your take on the schedule, though? Any reaction to that?
No, not a big reaction. We've had some pretty interesting schedules. So there were a few things that shocked me, like Joe was saying with the 2 Pocono races and then the double Charlotte Oval.
That's to be expected, honestly.
But I couldn't agree more with you though about Homestead being the championship race.
I figured you would, especially you.
Especially that's how I won my first championship.
Yeah, I'm not too happy about it, but I mean, I'll deal with it.
Well, especially with the
Funny is that
fact,
you got-
right before we start this league, I'm on a hot streak from other leagues and everything. Jenna's all about it. So I'm feeling really good when it comes to Homestead. So I'm hoping I'm there at the end of the season.
Well, I mean, I'm competitive. I'm at least gonna be there trying to fight for it. So Joe's gonna be
Well,
there trying to fight for it. What do you
here's the
mean,
great
no?
thing. Race 2 is Homestead. This puts a whole lot more pressure on the second race of the season. Because Homestead is the championship race, and it's also the second race of the season. So you want to go and perform and see you stack up now. Any adjustments you make between now and if you can get in that championship race, there's a lot to be learned in the second race of the season. Joining us now is the guy starting outside the front row. Sharky, how you feel about your chances tonight? What's your reaction to the schedule? Yeah. Any races looking forward to? Not looking forward to? Okay. Is there anything you do like besides like 4 tracks? Okay, we get it. So since I got you and Lee both here, let's just go ahead and say it. Other than y'all's a couple good moments there, Highline looked really strong in preseason Thunder. So, other than y'all's moments, what do y'all feel like you have to do to compete with Highline this season? Alright. Oh yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Alright, let's see what time we hitting. Joe, you got anything to talk about while I do a few things?
Let's see. Pole position from qualifying time was a 46.435. In the party with us.
The top four qualifiers are in this party right now. Be the 9 car.
In other news, in the 100% league race that we did last night, it was very. What was he trying to say? Hold on. It was a very aggressive race between Jack and I for the win. Naheem was in there as well. It was very intense. Fuel strategy was a major part. Lap traffic was a major part, and yeah, we all got
Distractions
some time.
were a big factor in the
Yes.
end.
Yes, they really were. It was, I mean, everything from Cole Custer blowing a tire right in front of the leader to you name it. I mean, full on getting blocked by lap cars. It was a good race. If y'all got time sometime, you should go ahead and watch it. It was, it was good.
And next week, we get a Bristol in 100% league. So that should be fun and not drama at all.
Yes. On a Tuesday. This coming up Tuesday, we go to Bristol. And then, when's qualifying going to be for Homestead? Like how we're going to do that?
Well, we can either qualify before the race starts, or we could do it sometime in the next week whenever everybody can get on. Or we can
Okay.
just go by the fastest lap of all the race tonight and order that.
Well, I mean, we'll have to think about it. Whatever we do, we have to be consistent, though, so I guess we need to kind of figure that out
Yes.
and state it before the race starts.
Stoic will not be joining us tonight. He said he's at practice on Thursday.
Yes, so he will be a part-timer, it sounds like.
I supposedly was racing tonight.
Excuse me. time is it?
I told everybody parties up, so hopefully we can get some drivers in here and do some more interviews.
Well, Tire Man Tony, how you feel about your chances tonight?
Well, let's be honest. Over my career at Daytona, it's been very hit or miss for me. I'm either there or I'm wrecked in the very back and I don't even see the finish. So tonight I'm really hoping to make it and have a shot. And you know, there's a lot on the line because if I do win, the group chat's gonna have a very special video.
Yes, yes, they will.
So
How do you feel about working with your teammate tonight?
well, I mean, as far as teammates go, we couldn't ask for a better starting lineup. We're nose to tail already on the inside. I mean, we just gotta protect that line all night long. Watch the mirror. Throw some blocks if we can. And, you know, it's gonna get crazy. We're gonna get shuffled to the back at times. But if we can find each other, link up, and get to the front, even if it means I'm the one pushing all night long, that's fine. Whatever gives us the best chance to win at Highline.
Okay, and do you and your teammate have a strategy for tonight, or is that all top secret?
We'll just have to watch the video and see what happens.
All right, you heard it here first, guys.
Okay. My chances that, okay, a number 1 through 10 that I'll get at least one win in the first 3 races. Was that the question, Shark? I would.
I'd give you a 10 since I'm not going to be here next week. Going to Bristol.
No. I
I'm
wouldn't
not
say
Bristol.
a 10.
Sorry.
I'm going to give myself an 8.
Understand. Yeah.
I think I have an 8 out of 10 shot to win at least one race in the first 3. Actually, let's just go through everybody, you know? Let's look at the first 3 races. Joe, what do you give yourself on a 1 through 10?
Well, I'm at a disadvantage. So I'm missing week 2. So,
Okay, the first 4 for you then.
and what are the other? What's the third and fourth? Can't remember off the top of my head. What are they?
Hold on, I'm looking. I just had it. Where'd it go?
I'm in my kitchen, okay? So, can't look.
They are Daytona, Homestead, Vegas, Richmond. So Sharky asked me about Daytona, Homestead, Vegas, and I gave myself an 8 out of 10. Since you're missing Homestead, you have Daytona, Vegas, Richmond.
Not trying to be cocky, but probably a 10, honestly.
You're guaranteeing you win one of your first 3 races. Is that what you're saying
Yes,
right
sir.
now?
Yes, sir.
At 7:30 on September 7th,
Mm-hmm.
Ballchin Joe has said he is guaranteed to win Daytona, Vegas, or Richmond.
And I'll give myself a 7 out of 10 to win 2 of those 3.
Oh, whoa now. He thinks he'll be Mr. Big Shot right out the gate.
And I'll give myself a 2 out of 10 to win all 3.
Alright, Sharky. Out of Daytona, Homestead, and Vegas. That's your first 3 races. What do you give yourself? A 9?
Wow, call big shot.
I mean,
Bro's
Sharky's calling a
confident in
shot
Vegas.
early. He's putting all his chips in at Vegas.
You gotta bet Vegas, man. You gotta go all in.
Alright, well, let's go to Lee.
I don't know, maybe like 7. I'd say 6 or 7 out of 10 to win at least 1, 2, maybe. Vegas, I have no shot, but here in Homestead, yeah, I would say at least. I'm at least 50-50 on that.
Bro is so sure. I like how the two vets over here, me and Lee, are like, oh yeah, like I'm an 8 if I perform right, and he's like, I'm 6 or 7. And Jerky and Joe's like, I'm gonna win all of them.
See, I'm on calling my shot because I'm on a hot streak and you know it. I'm calling my shot.
Watch a guy that's technically been in early retirement and coming back out win tonight. Watch that be the case.
I mean, it's also Daytona, so anything could happen.
Okay. Fair.
I mean,
Fair enough.
we'll really know next week.
I mean, Daytona is also the race 2 of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But that'll be a night race, so it doesn't really.
An 80 lapper. Not a little late.
So right now we have the 17, the 6, the 38, the 9. Let's take a look at the all-time wins record coming into tonight. Joe, what number are you at?
Hold on, I gotta update mine. I'm at 126.
So Joe is 126 career league wins. I have fallen to 122. So I'm no longer in P1 in that category. Sharky, how many career league wins do you have? I'm talking about overall. So we got Sharky with 4 career league wins. Joe with 125 plus. I'm at 122. Lee, how many do you have?
Mm. Oh, god damn it. I got cheese on my fucking thing.
Um, is ice racing or what? Also, we're gonna do one pace lap tonight. And that's when we'll go over the chews and stuff like that. I'm gonna mention it here in a few minutes. For anybody who wasn't here earlier, stage 1 is 32, stage 1 is 33. Pit window, looks like you have 23 laps on fuel. So, that'll be fun. I mean, strategy is gonna be a part of a Daytona race.
How many laps on fuel can we go?
23. You know, another interesting thing. In super speedway racing, well really, now it's in all forms of racing and all different tracks, but lately in league racings we've seen code words used at these big tracks. Will we see any code words used tonight? What'd you ask? Joe, would you like to take a moment and thank our sponsors?
Oh, I sure would. You know, thank you for everybody that sponsors our channel. Let's see what we got. Dubby Energy. We got Clutch One. And that's all. Please sponsor us.
We will have the clutch one to go when we hit the white flag tonight. gonna have a performance of God Bless America while we wait.
My home, sweet home, sweet I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Whoa, what was that? Someone's getting ready.
So, is it only gonna be us four then, or is anyone else joining?
I don't know what's going on. Nobody's responding to me.
Hmm.
Okay, so we got Ice. He said he'll be home in 10 minutes.
Um, we want to review the NFL kickoff game tonight?
No, it is Thursday, ain't it?
Yes, it is. Got the Lions traveling out to Kansas City to play the Kansas City Chiefs, right?
That's just a
Um,
place to be this weekend.
it is. Lynch, the old clincher, butt clincher himself, Clint Boyer, will be in the stadium tonight.
Oh, yeah. Who's your pick for that game, Joe?
Hmm. Give me the Lions to upset the Chiefs.
By how much?
A field goal. Because they don't have Travis Kelce. He's been ruled out of the game.
I'm still taking the Chiefs.
By how much?
21. Shark, who you got?
What?
$14 until green flag. Excuse me.
Well, this has been the pre-race show.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a pre-race show, guys. It's been silent, just buzzing for the last 10 minutes.
So I'm going to like in this one because it's been garbage, and get ready.
Yeah.
So you'll see this video first. Maybe, maybe not. Probably. It's been 46 minutes of whatever, and yeah. So thanks for watching, and get ready for a great race.